Hello friends, welcome back to the Hey Mom, Hey Dad YouTube channel. Got an update for you today on the chicks. Meet chicks first. They're getting big. Look at this one right here. So chunky. He's so chunky already. These things grow so fast. Meaty. And if you ever get a chance to raise Cornish cross, basically mutant meat birds, MMB, you'll notice that they don't like to move around a ton. And basically all they do is eat, poop, and lay around. And this was designed this way. They were bred to be like this because the less they move around, the more calories they preserve, the more it goes towards their growth. And they just simply eat and eat and eat. So what we do with ours, and I would caution if you already do this yourself, that we at some point in time here in the near future, we're going to actually ration their food. We'll get them out on grass in what's called a chicken tractor. So they eat grass, they can eat bugs all day long if they want. We only give them a certain amount of food per day. Right now, they get access to as much food as they want all day long, and their growth goes really, really quick. And here in a second, I'll go outside and show you the difference between these birds and the ones we're raising to become laying hens later on. And like this one right here, I think is the biggest one. And he's so big right now. He's heavier, I think, than the laying hens we have outside that are going to replace our old laying hens. And they're about 3 weeks difference in age. Now you can see this one right here is one of the first group we got. And then remember, about half of that group, a little more than half that group died. This one right here is a part of the next group, and they're only a few days apart. Now look at the size difference. They may be 4 days apart max as far as age when they were born. You see how that one just sat right back down? It stood up and sat right back down, does not run away. It's because they're just lazy. They're mutant meat birds that are made to preserve energy. And when they do walk, they waddle like a pregnant lady instead of actually run or walk like a regular hen or chicken. Good morning, Sasha. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Huh? She's got the cone of shame off. All right, she's all healed up. Her stitches are taken out. She's doing good. Hey, crazy. Hey, Tariel. Yeah. How you doing? All right, you want some more? Okay. I go check the chickens now. Morning, son.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Just showing everybody the meat birds and between them and the ones we're about to look at here in a second. When we come out to these chickens, you notice they're not waddling around. They like to stand up. They like being on that perch over there at night or even during the day. And the biggest one I showed you a second ago, which is about 3 weeks younger than these, is probably the same size as the biggest one we have here. But I'd venture to say it's heavier. So these are all supposed to be females. Right now called pullets, eventually called hens when they start laying. But like I said in the last video, it wouldn't surprise me if we end up having some males. And it's possible these two right here, you see how big their crests are? Right there, that one right there, how big his crest is, that one right there, might be males. And Scott, if you look at the toes or the legs, you can kind of see, it seems like the beginnings of spurs on their legs too. So two signs. We'll have to wait and find out. This one does seem pretty good size compared to the rest of them, so he might be a rooster. But some female hens, they do have larger crests too, but we didn't get any breed like that. So they see how they move around. They don't just sit around all day like the mutant meat birds do. They like to walk around. They'll scratch inside these wood chips to look for food, and they have access to food all day long. We don't limit how much food they get, but they don't sit around and eat food all day. The meat birds will just literally sit here by a food thing and just eat and eat and eat and just sit there while they're eating. So that's the difference. But they're all grown up. They're all doing well now. No problems at all. Look forward to these ones laying some eggs in about 5 months or so.
Oh, I am sorry.